Hello, happy Saturday. Welcome to day 6. Welcome back. We're almost there, everyone. We're almost there. And I appreciate all of you so much for being here, showing up, tuning in on a Saturday, and being here to connect and open your third eye. Third eye is a really, really, really cool energy center. This is the energy center that shows us how powerful the mind is, and so like how expansive the mind can be and how we can access a different part of our mind to really propel us forward, really make life decisions, really create what it is that we are calling in. See our intention in visualization. So the third eye is where we're going tonight. We have already moved through all the lower chakras, the heart chakra. Yesterday was the throat chakra. And today we're going to focus on the third eye. So just take a moment and get yourself set up. You'll need your journal, you'll need a pen, you'll need a blanket, 2 pillows for practice. You'll need your chakra workbook. So that was in the reminder email in our resource library. Just pull that back up so you have that beside you. And we're going to dive right in. We're going to move through the third eye this evening. Okie dokie, let's do it. So let's go ahead and close our eyes first and foremost. Align the spine, sit up tall. I invite you today to rub the hands together and then bring the hands to cover the eyes and just hover the palms over the eyes. Take a full breath in. Hold the breath at the top, hold it in the mind, right in the third eye, mind's eye, space in between your eyebrows, hold that breath. And then open mouth, exhale, let that breath go, clear, cleanse the body, the mind, the heart. Take another breath into the mind, fully breath in. Hold that breath at the top. Imagine that breath swirling around, picking up all of the dust in the mind, and then exhale, sweep it out, clear it out, let it go, empty the mind with your exhale. Last one here. Take a full breath in. Fill the mind with your air. Pause at the top. Hold that breath, hold that breath, hold that breath. A little moment longer. And then open mouth, exhale, clear that breath. Take another full breath in and breath out. And just return to a more neutral breath. Breathe in and out through the nose. And just take a moment to really bring your awareness, draw your awareness to the center of your mind, your third eye, the space in between your eyebrows. Start to visualize a deeper blue, an indigo light at the third eye. Starting to open, cleanse, and clear the third eye. Just starting to draw all of that third eye energy back home into your chakra, back home into the body. Call all of your intuition, all of your wisdom, all of that clarity back into the mind, back into that center. Another breath in, let that breath go. Draw your intention into your third eye, and then let that go. And just dwell for a moment in the darkness, keeping the eyes still hovering over the eyes, hands over the eyes, breathing, and just grounding, connecting to that energy center. And then you can just start to release the covering of the eyes and then bring one of your fingers to your third eye and just start to massage your third eye. You can keep the eyes closed. Just some circles, massaging the third eye. Take another breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Drop the hands any movement that you need to just settle the body, bring the energy all the way fully through. And when you're ready, just blinking open the eyes and entering this space, coming back into our circle here. Hello, hello. How did that feel? Let me know. Yeah, I really, when I bring the hands over my eyes and then just take a few breaths and then release the hands, that energetically clears the tension in my mind, in my third eye so much. So that's a really cool trick and practice. It's like a pocket tool that I like to share. We love pocket tools. Pocket tools are things that you can just take with you wherever you go. You don't even need a bag to carry something in because you can do this with your own body. So yeah, you're just like feeling that release, feeling that peace, feeling that drop back into the body. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. So working with this like indigo color this evening, I have like my third eye chakra set on. This reminds me of the third eye chakra color. It's like the color of like a blueberry, like a dark blueberry, a nice juicy blueberry, which is also really cool, right? They say a lot of foods look like what area of the body they're supposed to support, and a blueberry looks like an eyeball. So if that resonates, take it with you. It's a cool, helpful reminder. All right, cool. So day 6 is all about intuition. So we are talking about tonight the energy of trusting life, trusting ourselves, trusting what we see, and trusting our innate wisdom, our intuition, our like internal GPS and our soul's guidance. That's the energy we're talking about here. So this is our 6th chakra. And the third eye governs the ability to really see the big picture, connect you to your intuition. And it's often referred to as the eye of the soul. I think so many things when you you know, spiritual tools like we'll throw a third eye, so it really is the seeing of of the soul, and it really registers information beyond the physical. So now that we're above the heart, we're in these upper chakras. This is going to connect more to a metaphysical seeing, something that is way bigger than the regular normal human eye can see in the physical. This is things that we can see so beyond the scope of the physical. So it's just having these knowings, having these inklings, just, yeah, like we'll each tap into our own unique intuition. Intuition is so unique to each of us. So it's spiritual awareness, and this really develops in the center of the third eye. It can be extremely overwhelming if you really don't have practice or a connection, a sense of even understanding what the third eye is and what's happening here, and even in like the lower chakras, because this is some really powerful energy that can open and support you in your healing. There's some throat chakra energy still stuck in my throat. And let me grab a sip of water. So, yeah, you'll notice that after working through the bottom 5 chakras, what you can access and begins to rise through the third eye is really strong. So when we get to open up these channels, we really can access a deeper, deeper, deeper sense of seeing and knowing from all of the information and energy that's flowing, that's rising up the spine and up the body, like up our channel. So that's really cool. And you can see if you have like more, so a balanced third eye would mean that you can see really clearly, that you have this clear path ahead of you, you know where you're going. You see yourself clearly. You really can discern and celebrate yourself, see your progress, see your growth, see parts of yourself. You could see others really clearly, and you can really just have this sense of trust with life and your inner knowing, your intuition. Like you trust that this is all that you need. You don't need any other opinions or outside sources. So if you're imbalanced in the third eye, that might be totally opposite. You might have trouble with following your own intuition, and you might be seeking other sources of information. You might have a lot of headaches, a lot of brain fog, a lot of dizziness, a lot of migraine. So physical symptoms in the mind, in the head, really relate to pressure in the third eye. And it's really like a lot of it ultimately is us trying to block what we know to be true. Like we really can just tap back into our third eye and see visions very clearly if we allow it. But that can be, super intense for a lot of us if it shows up in a very visual way. And so when we start to receive intuitive hits and visions with sharper clarity, there's a little bit of like a recalibration that the body needs to learn and move through to really allow all of this information to transcend, to come through. So like I mentioned, the location here we're talking about is the forehead between the eyebrows, the eye of the soul. And all the themes here are intuition, imagination, wisdom, clarity, vision. And I mentioned our color. So the color that we're working with of this chakra is a darker blue, an indigo. The element here is light. So seeing color has to do with the third eye, any color, any visions, and not all of us. So we start to tap into psychic gifts here, and there's an array of psychic gifts. So not everybody, I mean, we all can tap into all of them, but some of them are stronger and in others. So to see like is very unique to each of us, like I was saying. So you'll get to play with that and experiment with that here. Any crystals that you're working with are more of your they'll help you work with that energy and light and like open the third eye. So the crystal I had in email this morning was amethyst. What are some other really good? I had some I forget the darker blue one that I work with. Let me see. I know it's on my altar right here. Yes, this one. Blue satellite. And it's like this little blue true voice stone. So it's okay. Yeah. The stone of the intuition. Super cool. Someone gave this to me. I really like it. It has so many little cool things on here. Okay, not going to get distracted with that. So the restorative pose that we'll be practicing tonight is bridge pose. And the development stage of this chakra really is your later 30s into your 40s. So it is going to be one of your later development stages. And the practice that I had you all show up for this morning is self-massage. So to really just take a few moments like we just did and we dropped it in the beginning, even just do it again right now. Just notice how it feels to just like massage the third eye. I have a friend, every time I hang out with her, she asks me to massage her third eye. It's like, I really like when you just gently massage my third eye. It feels so therapeutic. And it does. It moves the energy around and releases the tension. So you can use self-massage anywhere all over the body to really support stress relief. It's very powerful. Our own touch is super potent, charged with healing. Okay, so yeah, that's a little trick and a practice that you can really use when it comes to the third eye. And so when you're moving through your 30s in that developmental stage, your third eye starts to open. You might even really experience a lot of physical symptoms, a lot of dizziness, a lot of headaches, a lot of nausea even from the dizziness. And you might dreams come up in this chakra. So if you're one to really remember your dreams, have weird dreams, crazy dreams, like whatever, that has to do with the third eye. So that's the energy that we're working with here. All right, I'm just shifting to pull up my workbook. And first, I want to just have you all check in with, after really just hearing the overview, where do you feel like your third eye is right now? That's not to say if you haven't reached that age that you like can't access or don't have third eye energy. That's not true. Um, so just taking a moment on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most balanced, 1 being imbalanced, where do you feel like that third eye energy is for you right now? Do you feel really open in your third eye? Do you feel like you access a lot of visualization, a lot of clairvoyance or inner knowing? Like, do those intuitive hits come to you with clarity? So check in and share it. And you may also not know, and that's okay too. Cool. Alrighty. So take that number and just hold it off to the side. And then pull up your journaling workbook, and we're going to move to page 6, third eye chakra. And we're going to move through some journaling prompts here. Intuition, you'll see self-realization, awareness, transcendence, imagination, dreams, clarity, connection. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to dive deeper here and really connect with your third eye energy. Really just continue to assess where you're at with this energy in your own system. And then again, just always a reminder, being here to just answer with curiosity and no need to attach to your answer or judge anything that's coming up. Just being as open and honest as you can. I'll give you about 5 minutes here. Peppermint for the third eye. It's really cooling and helps relieve a lot of tension. So you can use this technique called peppermint halo, and you can take an essential oil and just take the peppermint and rub it all around the hairline. Rub it at the low nape of your neck, and then at the third eye, being very careful of your eyes. I've done that once, it was so painful. And that will release so much tension from the head. If you have peppermint oil, try that. Lavender is also a really soothing one that a lot of people love. back to these prompts. If you have any juicy insights, you can drop them in, share. And then I also pulled a card tonight and I wanted to share it with all of you. It was really super aligned. This was from the Rebecca Campbell deck, Work Your Light. It's this oracle deck that I really love to work with. And the card itself was the Great Gathering. Trying to let it focus here. Can you see that? The Great Gathering. And underneath it says, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. So I was like, wow, intuitive hits, that's pretty third eye. So this is the message in the card. You are being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you are being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people, either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you in your soul's personal mission. You are a part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line, and the planet, to raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, and you share the medicine that you need most, those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. So then there's an activation here to just place your hand on your heart and say, I choose now to let myself be seen. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light all over the planet. So there's so many parts of this card, just like take that in. If anything really resonated with you, just allow that to digest. But this mentioned light. This mentioned seeing yourself, being seen by others, and a lot of following your intuition and intuitive hits. So super cool when the universe just winks at all of us together and is like, keep going. I'm going to post that on my story so that you can take a screenshot of that if you would like to have it with you. I have a couple other things that I wanted to share before we move into practice. So just in terms of other tools that have really supported me that I think really relate to the third eye is I study A Course in Miracles and I read these lessons every single morning. I have been for, this is my third year now. And this is really been the most supportive tool in retraining my mind, in allowing myself to see life and myself differently than I ever had, and to really unravel all of the beliefs, all of the things that are not true innately for me. I really like following these lessons every morning. And I started out listening to audios by Marianne Williamson. She has them recorded on her website. You can like sign up for them. After I read A Return to Love, that's what led me here, because A Return to Love is really like the what would you call them? The spark notes for A Course in Miracles. So it's all the same practices in her own words digested. And then this is like really where it all comes from. So I was interested in both, and that's what drew me to this text. And I really love to receive it every morning. It's the first thing I do when I wake up is I open up my app and I play the recording. So a lot of you have been interested in that, know that I study this. And so I always like to mention it on the day of the third eye, because yeah, it's really about seeing and shifting the way that you see and allowing consciousness to be the way that you see, and really see not through such a limited vision, but through such an expanded, open, and yeah, really different perspective. So if that interests you. You can find it any bookstore, on Amazon. A Course in Miracles. This is the combined volume. And this version has the workbook for students, manual for teachers, the clarification of the terms, and all of the text. So it looks pretty intimidating, but it breaks it all down for you is what really is happening here. So I really like the online audios because it's just a lot digestible too. You don't have to be picking this up every day. And it's indigo blue. I don't think that's a surprise. So yeah, that was one of the tools that I wanted to share with all of you. Meditation is obviously too going to be such a supportive practice for the third eye. Any type of meditation. So guided meditations, visualization meditations, color and light meditations, chakra balancing meditation. So anywhere that you can really practice in your mind, seeing things, using the imagination, getting into some creativity, dream journaling might be a self-care practice of yours. So there's a lot of things that really can support the third eye. It's really building a mental muscle to lean into your visualization and the way that you see beyond the physical. So maybe even just waking up into the day and trying to just close the eyes and get a sense of what you see unfolding in your day. We actually do this work with the third eye at the beginning of every month in our intention setting workshop. We all set intention, and at the end of the workshop, I guide you through a visualization to see your intention unfold throughout the month. That's practicing the third eye, with your third eye. So there are ways that can really ground this, that can allow you to practice really just using visualization more in your day-to-day. So just start to play with that. Start to get curious what happens when you can even just like think about something happening and then letting that go and seeing what shows up for you in the day. So that's how a lot of these visualizations work, is we are seeing things beyond the physical, and then we pull them into the physical by bringing them down our chakras into the root, back into the root. So at the end of moving through all of the chakras, we're going to really come back to the root, because all of this energy is going to move in a current that allows things from up here spiritually to be brought down here physically. So that's the current of and cycle of manifestation that really is ultimately the real cycle of manifestation. So yeah, I like to teach it from a little bit of a different lens than probably what most of you are used to hearing and seeing. So we are going to, bring that into our restorative practice. So you can go ahead and put your journals to the side for right now, and then grab your pillows, grab your blanket, and we are moving into a supported bridge pose tonight. So I really love bridge pose. Feels so good. I actually just use one pillow, but depending on the weight of your pillow and the thickness of your pillow, you might want to. So I'm just going to use one for now. And that is going to be right under the low part of your back. So you're going to roll onto your back and slide your pillow right underneath your spine. And then you're going to assess, do you want another pillow to lift the hips even higher? Because we're in the more restorative practice, it's okay if it feels really low. You just want some gentle cushion and comfort underneath the low back. And then you can bring your blanket to just drape over the legs, over the body, keep yourself nice and cozy. And then allow the shoulders to rest back down on the floor. Bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Bend the knees. You might want to even walk the feet out a little bit further. Knock the knees in towards one another. Close down the eyes, and then you might even want to bring the hands back to covering the eyes. If you have a face mask or an eye covering, or just want to bring the blanket up to the eyes, make sure you still are able to access airway through the mouth. But there is, offering and encouraging you, if it felt good for you, to really create that darkness in the eyes, to bring that back here. And then go ahead and take a full breath in Open mouth, exhale out. Another full breath in and exhale, let that breath go. I'm just starting to relax the low body, sending love and safety and comfort to the low body, giving the low body full permission to relax. Sending love and safety and comfort to your upper body. Giving the upper body permission to fully relax. Breathing back into the mind, softening the mind on your exhale. Breathing fully into the body, softening the full body on your exhale. Breathe one more time into the mind. Breathe out, return all of the energy into your body, and then bring your awareness back into your mind's eye. Starting to visualize once again at the focus between your eyebrows at your third eye, this indigo lights, the velvety color of the night sky. Start to bathe your third eye with indigo, soothing and balancing, bringing clarity, insight, and understanding. Letting your third eye take what it needs as you say the words, I see everything unfolding as it should. I see everything unfolding as it should. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just allow that healing light to open your third eye. Letting your third eye receive the healing that it needs. Being willing to see what you need to see in this moment. Pulling in your wisdom, your insight, and your intuition of your highest, happiest, healthiest good to just guide you in your practice. And then in your stillness and silence and self-care, resting with your third eye open, just relaxing into what you see. And I will guide you out when it is time. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, cleansing, clearing breath out to release. Another one. Deep breath in. Open, clearing breath out to release. And if you have your hands just resting over your eyes, slowly, gently peel them off. And then just massaging your third eye with your finger once again. Taking a full breath in. Maybe you want to rock the head side to side, just swivel the knees side to side. So giving the body just gentle movement to move energy through your spine. And then gently just resting on your side. So shifting over to just a fetal position. And resting on your side and checking in. Noticing what came up for you and what shifted for you. And what rose to the surface to be of value, of insight and wisdom and clarity. Choosing one thing to take with you from your practice. And then choosing one thing to release, choosing one thing to let go, leave behind, leave here, anything blocking your vision, blocking your intuition, or not trusting what you know and what you see. Letting that just flow back into the earth below you, thanking it on its way out. Taking a breath. On your next exhale, just gently pressing yourself back up into a tall seat. Sitting up tall for a moment with the eyes closed and just giving yourself a moment in stillness to continue to listen. Continue to just be present in what you see. So bring the awareness back to the third eye, at the forehead, at your center. Take a breath. In your own time, when you're ready, you can blink open your eyes. And I'm going to just hold some space for journaling to record anything that may have shown up for you. So we'll just spend about a minute here. In journaling.
Beautiful dreamer, won't you come and play? Beautiful dreamer, won't you come and play? Beautiful dreamer, won't you come and play?
Wrapping that up. 1 second. And just coming back. So something else that I felt called to share that was really supportive along my journey that started to really help me connect to my third eye was my Reiki, my Reiki experiences. So I received Reiki through a few sound baths I had attended, and then I was interested to receive attunements myself and become a facilitator and give Reiki to others or just hold space really in the transmission and exchange of Reiki. And what really ultimately that is this universal healing energy that is able to just kind of pass through my body, like basically as a vessel from the universe to another individual and support them in their own unique experience and healing, whether it be physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and just really giving them more of a restoration. The way that I connect with Reiki is it's very restorative, very soothing, very grounding for the system, very peaceful. I mean, Reiki is an experience that is so unique to every individual, and then also just unique to every time. It's always supporting your highest good and whatever healing it is that you need in that moment. And so infusing Reiki into a lot of my practices has really supported me too in really accessing intuition as well as human design. So that's like one piece is more the Reiki. If you're into the energetics and you want to learn more about that and you want to hear more about Reiki, you can absolutely DM me, email me if you want to know more about that experience and that journey for me. I infuse it into all the things that I do, and it really feels super calming to me, and my nervous system feel like really responds to Reiki really well. It for sure clears a lot of energy out of my system. I'll find myself feeling ungrounded and just laying my hands on my legs, or even with the third eye, if I have a lot of tension in my third eye, which I do experience a lot. um I will just cover my hands over my eyes and send Reiki to my third eye. And what it is it's sending love. It's sending intentional energy to wherever in the body needs support. Um, so that's basically what's happening. If I could articulate what's happening, it's really something to be felt and experienced and sensed in the body. But that's what that is. It's a really beautiful, it's a Japanese healing technique. It's been around for quite some time, and a lot of people use it in um, Western medicine to heal. It's really powerful. So the other side of things that I really wanted to speak to for intuition was your human design. So not going to go into a whole human design lesson, but human design, for those of you who don't know, is another system that really helps us understand our unique energetic blueprint. So really how you're designed and like who you're meant to be and how that's designed for you energetically. So there's 5 different energy types. It breaks you down into archetypes. So it's like if you were to know astrology as the zodiac signs or the enneagram as the 9 types. Human design has 5 energy types, and each energy type has its own intuition. And so if you really lean into human design, you'll be able to really discover what is your own unique intuition and how that energy is supposed to be activated and really used through you, like what is truly aligned for you and the way to listen to yourself. Most of us here like trust your gut, and that's not always true for everybody. Not all of us have a gut intuition. So mine personally is a self-projected intuition, and that means using my voice, using my vocal cords to hear what it is that I know to make decisions is my intuition letting me know what to do. And so it's really supportive for me to always be talking, voice noting, having safe soundboards to bounce ideas off, bounce my thoughts, because my clarity, my like I know, comes through my voice and hearing myself say something and then feeling that through my body and knowing because of the way that it sounded, it was meant for me. So it's really cool. I'm really such a fan of human design because I think it is the most unique way that we can get connected to our energy. So other energy types have other intuitions, and it's really powerful to tap into that and know that for yourself. So again, if you have any questions about that, you can email me, DM me, and I'm happy to share your like the link for your free chart and how to study that and how to get deeper into that. I can add it to the resource library as well this evening. So that was just something else that kind of felt like really relevant to tonight's energy. All right. I wanted everyone to also just check in back in with really now on the other side of practice where you feel like you're at with your third eye. So even if you just need to take a moment, bring the hands right over the eyes again, take a full breath in and a breath out. And just on a scale of 1 to 10, how clear and connected do you feel to your intuition right now? And just knowing what shifted. Yeah, shifts? Cool. Awesome. So we have one more chakra to go. We have one more day to go. This cleanse has been really potent and powerful. I have been knocked off my feet multiple times this week. Even today was a very cleansing day. So keep allowing the energy to move through you. And continue to know and check in with like where you're at and what you need, and allow yourself to be practice being comforted and supported. So is that, taking another break, going outside, taking a nap, taking a shower, eating something, to like having a drink of something. So what we can do is self-care through the uncomfortable moments, through fear, through anxiety, through uncertainty. The more we build this muscle for self care, the more we lean on it in those moments when life feels like it's we're not on the ground anymore, when we feel disconnected. So we're either going to feel connected to ourselves, we're going to be in disconnection. That's the ebb and flow. There is no point in the journey where you are 24/7 connected. That is not real. That is not going to ever happen to any human being. And it's also never to say that you will live forever disconnected. It's just going to always ebb and flow in and out of connection and disconnection. And then it's just having this toolbox, right, of all of these self care practices that connect us back to our energy, back to where we need to be, while honoring where we are. So it's not also like, let's get back to this, peaceful place to not pay attention to what else is present, because again, there's so much wisdom when we allow ourselves to be present with what we're feeling, no matter how uncomfortable. But that's why the self-care and the comfort and the support and the inner safety is so important to tap back into, so that we really can create this space for ourselves and this environment internally where things can dwell. So that's so much to say around that, and that's truly what all of the retreats that I'm hosting this year are going to be diving deeper into. So if you're really loving this week and you are loving all of this energy and playing with all of this and wanting to know more, wanting to tap into it deeper yourself, I encourage you to check out the retreats. This is what we're going to be really focusing on, and also just focusing on, again, like coming back to this environment within us and really cultivating a more like self-care friendly environment for ourselves and for our futures, for our lifestyles. So I'm just the biggest fan of all of our self-care, and I really do believe that our self-care and our self-prioritization is really what is going to heal and ripple effect into the world, into the collective, into your families and your friend groups, your careers and where you work. Like, we are really not taught how important it is to put ourselves first, how safe we are to do that, and how much of a deep impact that has on others around us when we choose to do that for ourselves. So I'm just here to be the constant reminder. And I love this. I love it so much that all of you are so willing to show up for this. And it's really always a dream come true that all of you show up for practice together, because That was always a dream of mine to just create a space where everyone wanted to practice self-care together, but in their own space. So, yeah, it's a really unique way that we get to do that here because we really get to be connected to ourselves in self-care, a lot of slowness and a lot of stillness, like with self, while being surrounded by others. And there's something really sacred and supportive about that. So, you've got yourself, we've got you, the universe has us, and we're good. All is well right here. And I am sending so much love to all of your third eyes. Keep checking in. Let me know how those are feeling for you. Let me know about your dreams tonight. And tomorrow we'll be back at 5 p.m. Pacific for our final practice, the crown chakra. We have almost reached the top. And yeah, we'll close out this cleanse and we'll just kind of do an overall reflection. And then, yeah, bring all of this energy back home and around and really integrate all of what we've done this week. So tomorrow's practice will be a combination of learning about the crown and then doing a reflection and integration. So I hope to see you all there. If not, the replay will be there for you, and you'll get this recording tonight as well as the resource library and everything else that we chatted about. So sending you off with so much love. Happy Saturday. Have a peaceful rest of your evening and a very deep sleep. I love you all so much. Mwah.